Let's hear it for the black guys in the audience who've been taking it. I mean, come on now. There's been a lot of black jokes going around.
That's right. We got some.
I got a couple myself. So I just moved to Minneapolis from Hastings. I don't know if you guys know where that is, but it's a little southern suburb full of white people. And I was sick of going to the Walmart in Hastings and just seeing white trash everywhere, you know? So I moved to Minneapolis to get some diversity, and now I can go to Walmart and see a whole rainbow of trash. It's just what I wanted, you guys. Has anybody ever been stabbed repeatedly? I have. Sucks. Let me tell you. I have trouble believing, though, that no one's ever been stabbed repeatedly in here, because that means that every woman in here would be a virgin. You know what I mean? Yeah, they tell me I got like, I got 5 minutes up here to impress you and get you to like me. I haven't been in a situation like that for a while. I think last time I was in an alley behind a gay bar. Good thing I'm a multitasker. Part of that story is true. I am homosexual, you guys. I know it could be confusing because of the way that I look with my facial hair and broad shoulders. You might have thought that I was a lesbian. But I am not. A lot of people say, you know, when did you first know that you were gay? I'd have to say the first time I was ever inside of a woman, I knew for sure. My mom says she doesn't count, but let me tell you, I got out of there as soon as possible. I was born 2.5 months early, guys. I've been doing a lot of open mics in the area. Now that I'm out here, living out here. My first time I was confused though. I was thinking, open mic? Shit, I know that guy. I was ready to get up here and open mic up and work him on stage like Jeff Dunham. That was a fisting joke, you guys. I don't know if you got that. Another thing I like to do is, you know, people also say, that's retarded, that shit's fucking gay. You know, all the time, that's gay, that's gay. And they look at me, oh man, sorry, I didn't mean to be offensive, that's retarded. Oh, that's much better. So now on to my black jokes, you guys. Here's one, okay, ready? Let's see, another thing people say is, you know, it's cool that you're gay, just don't hit on me. I get that all the time. And what other social situation would that be okay to do that in? Like if I was to walk up to a black guy and be like, hey man, I'm not a racist, just don't steal my shit. And I am not a racist, you guys. I have a black cat and she thinks I'm hilarious. There's a lot of homophobic men in the world. I'm sure y'all can agree with me on that. But I will tell you, homophobic men are the best in bed. Let me tell you. It's a little secret. I'm sure you straight people can relate to this. You know when you're having like angry, hateful makeup sex after a fight? Imagine what that sex is like when they hate themselves. It's an amazing thing, you guys. I used to hang out in a lot of bars, and I went to a bar once, and it was a gay bar, and there was this straight guy, he was a big ripped dude, picking on all the little, you know, twinkie gay guys, starting to fight with them. Well, me being the more masculine one, I had to do something about it. So I went over to the bartender and I told on him. You better believe that? Shit. He was fucking with my people. He came up to me, he was not happy about that. He's like, hey, look here, I'm gonna fuck you up, boy. And I said, don't tell me with a good time. But anyway. And yeah, so I looked at him, I'm like, you know what, you're obviously a lot bigger than me, but I am a lot smarter than you. And in the words of Shakespeare, the pen is mightier than the sword. And I'm about to shove my pen right up your ass. Alright. But yeah, the straight couples in a gay bar, it happens all the time. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a gay bar, but you can always tell the straight couples. The boyfriend's holding on to the girlfriend's arm for like dear life, like he's gonna get dragged out to sea or some shit. And the girlfriend has her camera pointing at shit like she's at the zoo. Like, oh, look, honey, I think that's what they call a bear. Oh, look at that, they have wedding rings on. They think they're people. And then, let's see, here's a question for you guys. Does anyone or can anyone win when you're playing swords? Well, here's the answer. Everyone wins when you're playing swords. I don't know if you guys knew that. Alright, on to a sports joke, another black joke, kind of, but not really. You guys know who Kobe Bryant is? Alright. Well, I'm not a big sports fan, but let me tell you, he was recently fined $100,000 for making anti-gay remarks at a game. Sued by the NBA. And he was also charged with sexual assault a couple years before that. Shit, $100,000, that's a lot of money. For that much money, he could rape me while calling me a faggot. I am a recovering alcoholic, you guys. I've been sober for 3 years. What the fuck am I doing in here? I'm like a diabetic child in a candy store. I'm not sure. It's tough. It is tough being a comedian because I'm almost afraid like that I would be, good at it and successful. Because if you guys know who Dave Chappelle is, at the height of his career, he had a nervous breakdown. And because he was black, he went to Africa to go find his roots. Where the fuck would I go? San Francisco? I would like to thank all of you guys. You've been great. It's a miracle that in the year 2011 that an openly gay man can stand up on stage and make horrible, offensive gay jokes. And the worst thing that's going to happen is no one will laugh at me. You guys have a good night.